What's up, y'all? So if you're seeing this, you're probably the homie who I sent this to because I want y'all to get updated with what's going on with this whole NFT Web3 type of world going on. But if you're a random homie out there seeing this, what's up? I hope you can find this useful in some way if you're a creator, you know what I mean? But anyways, I'm about to show y'all how to create a smart contract. And basically a smart contract is something that's needed when you're building and uploading and basically adding things to the blockchain. And that's a whole nother video within itself, smart contracts and how it works with the blockchain and all this stuff. That's a deep dive into it. But just think of this, what I'm going to show you, as creating a music account on some music platform, and I'm just going to show you how to upload your music or whatever type of content that you have you create onto it. And that's another thing I'm gonna make a video on, basically how to use how Web3 and NFTs and this technology, how new it is and how good it can be for underground artists like myself, like the homies I'm sending this to. If you're an underground artist out there, you know what I mean, I think you could find learning about Web3, NFT technology, blockchain technology, all this, I think you can find it useful. And if you're a creative mind, you're gonna find some type of way to use it, you know what I mean? All right, so let me stop talking and let me show you how it's done. All right, so I'm using this website called Manifold.xyz. Shout out to Manifold, really dope platform. They allow you to create a smart contract all on your own in a really simple way. And basically, I'll just say this real quick, creating a smart contract from scratch, you gotta know coding and programming and all that crazy stuff I got no knowledge about. So using Manifold, they already have it set up to a way where it's really simple, and I'm gonna show y'all right now, so check it out. Basically, if you walk through the steps already from my previous videos, you got a crypto wallet, you got some money up in it, and so now we're gonna log in. All right, so for me, I clicked it already recognized my wallet, and so it put me in. I'm not sure, it might tell you, to accept something or approve a login. Just, you know what I mean, make sure it's from Manifold, approve it, log in your wallet, and now you see this screen right here. And so I gotta say, I decided to do this right now because gas is kind of cheap right now compared to what it's been. Like contract deploy, to create a contract and deploy it, it's been around like $15-20 to do so, and that's just to do transactions and get things done. Minting your content, basically creating an NFT, it costs money, and so right now, you know what I mean, it's kind of cheap, so I'm gonna do it. I might have the contract set, I'm gonna have it ready just so it's there, and then I can start uploading, you know what I mean, minting new NFTs whenever I want. All right, so we're gonna scroll down and you'll see where it says new contract right here. Click that and it's gonna bring you to this screen right here. This is basically the screen that you're gonna create your smart contract with, and I'll show you. It's real simple. Once you figure out what you want your contract name to be, go ahead and type it in, and you can't change your contract name. I believe your contract name is what it is, so make sure it's something that you want. And so since this is gonna be a collection that I'm doing based on songs that I wrote, you know what I mean, home recordings, written, wrote, mix, master, just basic home recording type of stuff, and everything done by me, this is what this collection is going to be for. And so since it's based around lyrics and not just instrumentals, I decided to title it Lyrical Hymns. And so that's my contract name. I'm gonna leave it as Lyrical Hymns. It's gonna be my collection for songs that I wrote, recorded, made the beats for, produced, all that, yada yada. So we'll skip type for a second and we'll do a symbol. Lyrical Hymns by J. Ra. We'll leave it at that. And basically the symbol is, it's going to display that on your contract. When you do transactions, it's going to say LH by J. Ra. Just an abbreviated version of your name, your contract name, even though it's kind of a long version still. And so we go back to type right here. We're going to click on it. You're going to see ERC 721 and ERC 1155. You could read all these right here. You know what I mean? I'm not going to do it because I read slow. But you can pause it, take a look at it. Those are what they are. But just to break it down quickly, ERC 721 is if you want to put out, a one of a kind, just a one of one NFT out there, one of one content piece, whatever you want to call it. You're going to want to do an ERC 721. Now, for me, I want to do editions. So I'm going to put out an NFT, but it's not going to be just a one of one. There's going to be a whole bunch of editions of them. Maybe 1 out of 100, 1 out of 10, 1 out of 5, 1 out of 5,000, whatever it is. But an ERC 1155 is if you want editions. and I want my collection to be editions. Eventually I'll work towards a one-of-one type of collection, but for now I'm building my name up in the Web3 community, you know what I mean, NFT community, mainly through Twitter. And so I want to get my music, my content, and my stuff into the hands of as many collectors and whatever, you know what I mean, everybody in the space. I want to get my content into their wallets so they know about me, they build a connection and all that stuff. It's all about networking, and Web3 in this whole type of area is so dope for it. So that's what I'm trying to put my homies on. We'll move on to the ASCII mark. Not sure what that really means. Again, you could read on the side right here. It gives you a little explanation. I'm not going to take the time to do that. It would be too long. But when you're right here, you go ahead and click on plenty of tools, and it's going to bring you to this page right here. And you could go ahead and type something different in here. So I'll type in Lyrical Hymns by J-Raw. And you could take this if you're not that picky, if you just want to pick whatever, cool. It doesn't really matter too much. This is just kind of a signature, the stamp on your contract showing that it's yours. But I'll show you, you could go ahead and click test all, and it will give you all the options, you know what I mean? All the different selections of options you could choose right here. You're just going to put all of them out. Go ahead and scroll through it, whatever. We'll just, I'll get a little picky on this since it's going to be my forever collection. This is going to be a legit collection. Let me pick one. You know what? I like this one. We'll go with this one. Cool. Select and copy. And then we'll go back to the contract page. Right click, paste. And there we go. We got my ASCII mark, whatever that stands for. And so from here, we're going to go ahead and deploy on Gorelli. And so when you're creating this contract on Manifold, you got to go to Gorelli. And Gorelli basically is taking you off the Ethereum mainnet. And so there's a test net and a mainnet, basically the testing network. That's where you test your contracts, you mess around with it, you do things with your contract, make sure it's right. You could go ahead and play with it. It's not actually being put out into the real world. It's just on the test network. But when you do something on the mainnet, that's when you're putting it out in the real world. Everybody can see it. It's legit. So when you're creating a contract, it wants you to do it on the test net first to make sure your information's right, make sure it looks good, and that it's ready for the next step. And so it's going to pop up your MetaMask notifications right here saying it wants to switch from Ethereum mainnet to Gorelli, or however I'm probably saying it wrong, but we'll just call it the G network. Switch over to the G test network, and it's going to take some time. And I believe if it's your first time using the Gorelli, the G network, the G test network, it's going to say that you don't have any Gorelli funds in your wallet. And so it's going to suggest to you a few different links to go, to these websites in order to get free Gorelli coins and whatnot. So you can play around on the test network. So you got to mess around with that for a second. I would show you, but I already did it and I don't exactly know what the message said. But it's simple. Just follow the links, like I said, and you'll get some Gorelli test network coins to be able to play with and do stuff on the test net. And so it's asking me to confirm the transaction. We go ahead and confirm this, and it's going to complete this deploying on the Gorelli test network, on the G test network.
5 minutes later.
Boom, there we go. Got deployed, got the confetti. We're all good to go on the test net. So this is what it looks like. Cool. Lyrical Hymns, ERC 1155. Lyrical Hymns by J-Raw, and we got our mark right here. Cool. Now it's deployed on the G test network. We go back to dashboard. So the next step it wants me to do is mint a token on the G test network. So I'm gonna show you how to mint an NFT or your content into an NFT onto your smart contract. And again, it's just on the test net, so it's not going out to the real world just yet. Real world. I can't say that quick together. But anyways, check it out. So create, we're gonna click create. And we have a couple different options right here. So just a quick breakdown. I'll go into more details about all this type of stuff in different videos, but quick breakdown. Single token, you commit a token that goes straight into your wallet or into somebody else's wallet. If you enter their wallet, it's just gonna go straight onto the platform and it's there. You can put it up for sale, people could bid on it or whatnot. Cool. Or there's a claim page that you could do with Manifold, but you can't do the claim page and you can't play around with it on the test net. I'm not sure why, not too technical with all that stuff, but the claim page is basically something you can market. You can put something up for a certain amount of time, set a certain amount of editions, or keep it open edition and say, you know, you got 24 hours, you got 48 hours, you got 1 month, whatever time frame you want to set. Go ahead and set that on the claim page. And actually, I'll show you an example of a claim page of one of my current NFTs right now. All right, so here's what a claim page looks like. You can see some information about the NFTs. You can look at the NFT, and if you're looking at mine, it's an audio NFT, so you can unmute it and go ahead and play it. You get it? So you go ahead and play it, listen to it, check it out. There's the price. It's just a fun kind of page to have, you know what I mean? But anyways, we'll go back to what we're doing. All right, so thinking about it, I'm not fully ready right now to create a claim page and put it on the mainnet. I have to do some details about the description of the NFT and stuff like that, get banner images, and you know what I mean, just make the profile look nice and the collection look nice. You're gonna see clothes change, lighting change, and stuff like that, because the rest of this video is gonna be tomorrow on the next day. So all right, y'all, I'm back. All I gotta say is Eagles got screwed by that holding call. All right, so let's get back to creating this NFT. We're gonna go ahead and click create now, and we're just gonna go ahead and do a claim page. And I got some details written up for the collection and the NFT itself, so I'm ready to go ahead and do this now. So what it wants me to do is come back here and deploy it on the mainnet, and when I click that, basically it's taking me back to my MetaMask and switching back off of the testnet onto the mainnet. And so we're about to approve this now. Gas is a little bit up there, but I'm gonna go ahead and try a little something. Click advanced options right here, and we see the GUI. We can even just look up here at the tab, it says 14. So we go back to this MetaMask, we can edit this max fee to say, I don't know, 15, 16. Just one or two numbers above the current GUI, this number right here, the right number. And we go ahead and save that. You know, you might save a little bit from it, but we're gonna go ahead and do $8 to deploy this contract. There we go. And one more step. It takes a couple minutes, sometimes 30 seconds, sometimes 3 minutes.
5 minutes later.
All right, there we go. Congratulations, deployed on the mainnet. And we're gonna go to the dashboard. So right here is gonna show your next steps, and it looks like, you know, it wants me to mint a token on Gorelli on the testnet. So let's see if the claim page allows me to do it on the testnet. I didn't think it did, but let's see. So I'm not sure if this is just straight up on the testnet or mainnet, but I'm gonna go ahead and find out myself. So let's see. Now it's asking us to prepare the token, and your token is your NFT, non-fungible token. So basically upload your content that you're gonna create your NFT with. And for me, I got it right here. So go ahead and drag it. And this is an MP4 because I have an image and I have the audio playing with the image. So it's an MP4 file. It's gonna take a little bit longer to upload than just, you know, the image file itself. And while I wait for that, I'll go ahead and type in the other information right here. So I'll fill it up and I'll show you what it looks like. All right, so the MP4 file is uploaded now, and it's turned into the NFT. This is what the NFT is gonna look like.
Decay, and the order it has imposed will vanish.
Last night, I had a conversation with Karma. It said it had my back because it sees my good deeds. Now picture this, a life.
All right, so there it goes. People are gonna be able to listen to my NFT. It's an audio NFT. We look down, we got the artwork, the title static, created by me. I got my link tree over there, you know, on the for the URLs. In the description, I'm gonna make another video on ChatGPT, and I already made one video on my profile. You should go check it out, ChatGPT. I'll put it up somewhere right here. And yo, it's nuts, it's insane. But I use ChatGPT to help me come up with a nice description. And basically what I did was I copied and pasted my lyrics into ChatGPT and asked it to give me a description of the song based off my lyrics, or you know, the type of style of my lyrics. And it gave me, I switched up a little bit in here, but it gave me the nicer chunk of this description. If you want to pause this and read it, it's actually pretty dope. So the last thing we need to do right here, it says thumbnail missing. So when you add the MP4 file, you still need to put an image or a thumbnail. So I'm gonna go ahead and drag the image over here, and it's gonna upload the image real quick, and there it is. It's all good. There's the thumbnail, then we got the MP4, we got the title, blah blah blah, all the details, and now we're gonna go ahead and click next. All right, so setting the rules right here, this is where you put the price of everything, you know what I mean, the price of this NFT in the collection you're adding, how many, you know, the total supply of it. Do you want 10? Do you want unlimited? Do you want 100? Start date, end date. For me, I'm just gonna leave it open, and I'm gonna put an unlimited token supply, just, you know what I mean, so people could check my profile out, go ahead and see it, mint it, do whatever they like. Is gonna be there. But I'll go ahead and set this, and we'll move on to step 3. All right, so I set my rules, and before I move on, I just want to show y'all the addition price per NFT. If somebody wants to get it, it's gonna be 0.007 Ethereum, and I'll show you real quick. Here's the Ethereum chart, and here's the converter. If I type in 0.007, right now it's about $10, but it all fluctuates on the price of Ethereum. If Ethereum's, let's say, 1,500 right now, if it were to crash half price down to 750, then this 0.007 Ethereum would be $5. You know what I mean? So it all depends on the price of Ethereum. Right now, 0.007 is $10, so it'd be about $10 in Ethereum to mint one of these. So we'll go ahead and click next. We're gonna go to the setup page. And so for the setup page, it wants you to do a URL. Basically what I do for mine is Lyrical Hymns. I'll do LH and then the track name, which is static. And that will be my title or my URL for the mint. And for the description, the setup page is basically the description of the NFT. So I'm going to go ahead and use the same one I just did in preparing the token. So we go ahead and put that in, and we're going to go to the next step, and we're almost done. All right, and so here's the last step. It's basically reviewing it, and then we're gonna publish it once it looks good. You know what I mean? Description, cool. There it is. There's the NFT. You can hear it. There it is. It's all good. And you know what I mean? Notify all my subscribers. Cool. We'll just leave that on. And that's it. So we're gonna hit publish, and it should start the process of putting this up. So there we go. It's setting up the claim page, and so I have it set. And also you can see up here, I forgot to mention, you can edit all details of your claim, including the allow list, and it's basically blocking out a couple other little details. But you could go in and say, you know, I have it set to no end date. I could go in and change that, and, you know, add an end date and put an announcement. Yo, my mint is closing on this day. Go ahead and try to grab yours, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? So you could edit some things with it after you publish it, after it's on the blockchain or whatnot. There's still some things you could do with it, but yeah. And by the way, so I said I was testing. I'm not sure if this was the test net or not. It's definitely the main net. You can even see up here, it still says main net. My MetaMask is on the main net. So yeah, when you do a claim page, there's no testing the claim page. You just gotta make sure it's all right, and it's going straight up onto the main net once you publish it. All right, so here we go. It took a few minutes for this MetaMask to pop up, but we're gonna go ahead and do another transaction. So the first one we paid for was creating the contract and putting it on the mainnet, and now we're paying for uploading this NFT onto the contract. So we got to do this, you know what I mean? All these transactions cost a little bit of money. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to do my little trick right here again. It's at 15, so we'll see if 16 works. Boom, confirm. Now we just let it go through its process again, go through its steps it got to go through, and we're just about done. And there's one more thing I want to show y'all. You can set royalties, which, you know what I mean, as creatives, is definitely dope. All right, and so we're on the last transaction that we got to do until the transactions are over with, the NFTs on the collection, and we're all good. So one last time, let me do this. Boom, 16, save, confirm. And that should be the last of the transactions. After this, it should pop up my confetti. Congratulations, we're all good. And I'll show y'all what it looks like. Basically, we just seen it. That's what it looks like, the preview right here. But we'll show y'all the official. All right, so there we go. It wasn't confetti, it was unicorns for some reason, but here it is, claim page. This is on Manifold. Now I can open up the claim page, and this is what it would look like tomorrow for when I put the link out and people come right here. This is what it's gonna look like for them. So again, you know what I mean? You can unmute this, you can listen to the music.
Assemble the crew called the Neighborhood Fellows. I try to keep
Right here, it shows you, total minted, how many was minted, blah, 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 all the good stuff. And yeah, so that's basically creating a contract through Manifold and uploading an NFT to the contract. You got to do some payments. You got to do all that stuff. Yeah, it's kind of bogus, and that turns a lot of people off, turns a lot of people away from it, but it's part of what you got to do right now. But you know what I mean? There's a lot of upside to this as a creative, and if you could get creative enough and, get on your marketing game, self-marketing, it's going to teach you a lot, and it's going to show you how to build up your own personal business, your own personal brand and stuff like that. And it's a cool experience. So there it is. Let me see if I can show you all the royalty part real quick. All right, so we come over here to the contract, lyrical hymns. We go to settings up here, and it's going to show on-chain royalties. And I'm going to go ahead and type in my address. So you go up to your MetaMask, and your address is going to be right here. Copy the clipboard. Come back here, paste it in. Boom. And I want 10% royalties. So somebody sells it, there's going to be 10% extra royalties that's going to come to me on that sale. So we save royalties, and I believe, it's going to charge a little bit something to set royalties, and it's a small charge, but it's a charge nonetheless. There we go. Confirm that. So overall, I don't know. I just quick calculating. I was like $15 to $20 probably to create this whole contract, mint the NFTs, and do all the things we need to do. Set royalties right here. But it's all part of the game. And so as you can see, it says saving royalties, don't leave this web page. So we're just gonna wait for it to set, tell us it's good. And then also right here, you can see add new recipient. I believe that, say there's 2 people that worked on this, you can add a new person's wallet address, and any sale that's gonna go through, that 10%, I believe, it will go to both wallets. So 5%, 5%, it will split it up. And there we go, it says royalty saved, we're all good. And yeah, that's basically it. That's all I really had to show, how to create the contract, how to mint the NFTs to the contract, and all that good stuff. And so yeah, I'll catch you on the next video. I'm trying to figure out what the next step is after this one. And yeah, I'm just trying to put together a little video series for all the homies. All right, y'all, peace.
Hyperspace, that unimaginable region that was neither space nor time, matter nor energy, something or nothing. One could traverse the length of the galaxy in the interval between the 2 neighboring instants of time.
Assemble the crew called the Neighborhood Fellows. I try to keep it mellow, but most people make me mad. Now I remember emotions are reflections of self. Now I accept the fact that I regret nothing further. I wanna get shit done for the fact that I hold knowledge like Lao Tzu said. True wisdom is knowing yourself.